Good day folks, Sean here from Air Photography. Today we're going to go over some accessories that you may want to consider for your DJI Mini 3 Pro. Accessories can really help expand the functionality and user experience of your product. The only thing to keep in mind, sometimes they do seem like a good idea. You end up purchasing them and they tend not to get used. So in this video I've put together a list of things that I think are useful that you may use. Now they're not going to be for everybody. Some products you might find appealing and others not. Now as a new Mini 3 Pro owner, one thing you will have to purchase is a charger. This year DJI decided not to give us a charger inside the kit. Now there is a good chance you already have a compatible one kicking around the house. What you want basically is a 30-watt charger. Now you can use chargers that have less wattage or even higher wattage. For example, if you have a 20-watt charger, you can use it. It will just take longer to charge your batteries. If you have something that's even higher, like say a 65-watt charger, again, that will work. For example, I quite often charge my Mini 3 with a 65-watt charger. This is the one that comes with the Mavic 3, and it works great. However, if you don't have a charger and you do need to purchase one, Anker actually makes a really nice one. This is their Nano 2, and it is a 45-watt charger. They also have another Nano charger that is 30 watts. Both would be great choices. Now, the next thing here isn't technically an accessory, but it will be something that you will need to purchase. When you pick up your Mini 3, it will not come with memory, so you will have to purchase one separately. The brand that I like to use is SanDisk. I use it in all my products. And you can go with something like the Extreme or even something like the Extreme Pro. Both are nice fast cards and will work perfectly with your Mini 3. The biggest thing you'll have to decide is whether you want something like a 256 gigabyte card, a 128, or even a 64. Myself, I like to use either a 128 gigabyte card or a 256. But that all boils down to personal preference. Now the third item here I recommend for a new drone pilot is a landing pad. There are many different types and styles on Amazon to suit any taste and need. A landing pad isn't one of those must-have accessories, but it can make landing and taking off a little bit easier in some terrains. Of course, you always have the option of hand launching and hand catching, but not everybody feels comfortable doing that, especially if you are brand new. If you're going to be launching from a place like a beach with a lot of sand, perhaps tall, wet grass, or just uneven surfaces, something like a landing pad is easy to deploy. You just throw it down, and it gives you a nice surface to take off and land on. This is the one that I've been using lately by Skyreet, and you can see here it's double-sided, so whatever works best for you. It's nice and compact, it's not too heavy, and it'll fit in most backpacks without any issue. Now the next item here relates to your controller, and it basically is a screen protector similar to what you would put on a phone. These screens are fairly delicate and they can scratch pretty easy, especially if you're just throwing this in a backpack and it's rolling around with other gear. So by putting a screen protector on it, it's not going to protect it, say, from a hard impact, but it will help protect it from everyday wear. Keeping the screen in good shape will also help with resale value. Down the road, if you decide to upgrade and you put it up for sale, a screen that's full of scratches and nicks will definitely depreciate it. They are fairly inexpensive and usually you can get them in a pack of 2 or 3, so a pretty small investment to help protect your gear. Now the next item here is again to do with protecting your gear. This is basically a silicone sleeve that goes over the controller. Now with this particular kit here, when you purchase it, you also get a screen protector with it, so you're fully covered when it comes to protecting your device. It slips on fairly easy just like that, and when used in conjunction with a screen protector, your device is fully protected. You have full access to all the buttons and controls, and all the ports at the bottom. It even still works with lanyards and different attachments. And again, when it comes to resale value, these controllers can get pretty beat up over time. Keeping your gear looking new and fresh will definitely help increase resale value. Now the next item here is a propeller holder. Now again, this is one of those items that is not going to be for everybody, but it can save you a little bit of aggravation. A device like this basically holds your propellers in tight, making it easier to get in and out of bags without catching the propellers. I have actually broken a few propellers over the years just from that exact reason. You slide it in a backpack, the propellers catch on the side, and they end up cracking or breaking. So there are several different types available on Amazon. I've actually tried a few, and this is the one I settled on. It just fits nicely, goes on nice and easy. Just like that there. As you can see, the propellers all nicely tucked in, and they're protected on the bottom as well. You can now go ahead and throw this in your backpack without worrying about the propellers catching on the sides. Now the next item I have here are ND filters for the Mini 3 Pro. These are from Freewell. Freewell makes a really good affordable set of ND filters. And as you can see here, they sell straight up ND filters, but they also sell a set that comes with built-in circular polarizers. And these polarizers work well whether you're in vertical or horizontal mode. You can see we have an H printed there on the front, and then here at the top we have a V. So all you would do is spin that dial till that white line lines up with the V if you're going to be flying in vertical, and vice versa if you're going to be flying in horizontal mode. Now the thing with ND filters with drones, they're not always necessary. It depends on how close you're flying to objects and your flying style, but definitely it is something to consider. Now as a new pilot, I wouldn't worry about them right off the start. Just get to learn the drone and how everything works first. You can always get more creative with filters and that down the road, but definitely something to keep in mind. The Freewell brand I've been using for years. They make a nice quality product and they're affordable, which is important as well. Now they also sell a UV filter here. And even if you have no interest in ND filters, this is definitely a filter you may want to consider. Mainly for the reason that it will help protect the lens of your Mini 3. The Mini 3 has this cover in it, but there's no actual glass in there, so your lens is fully exposed. After all, if you damage that lens, there's no really way to replace it. You would have to send your whole drone in to be repaired. So again, a pretty low cost product to help protect your camera. Now the next item we're going to take a look at is for the controller again. Basically, it is a lanyard kit. Lanyards are again one of those things not everybody likes to use them, but some people love them. It allows you to hang your controller around the neck so you don't accidentally drop it, or if you just need to set it down so you can free up your hands. There's many different types available on Amazon. Most of the ones sold for these smart controllers are dual connection. The one I like is a little bit different. It has this mounting plate that connects to the bottom, and what it does is it gives you two types of lanyard connections. You can use the dual type, but you can also use a single point lanyard as well. As you can see, it just connects to the bottom there, and it does come with actually a nice lanyard. So if you don't already have one, you can use the one that's included in the package, as you can see here. So again, this is not something that everybody likes to use, but definitely you may want to consider this style here. It just gives you a little bit more flexibility. When it is attached, you still have full access to all the ports at the bottom. Now, the next item you may want to consider as a new pilot is a set of propeller guards. These can come in useful for a few different reasons, especially if you're learning. They're also great if you're going to be flying indoors, so you don't have to worry about bouncing off a wall accidentally. Now, the thing to keep in mind, these will not prevent you from crashing your drone. They're fairly flimsy, so if you fly into an object at a high rate of speed with these on, the drone is still going to crash. These are good while you're learning and you happen to hit an obstacle at a slow rate of speed. You're just going to slowly bounce off. As you can see here, they attach fairly easy right over the arms. Now, a couple things you do have to keep in mind when using propeller guards. First of all, if 249 grams is important to you, if that's the reason why you're flying a mini drone, these will put that over the weight limit. So by putting these on, they may not be legal for you to fly. The other thing to keep in mind, you will burn through your battery a little bit quicker. These are actually fairly lightweight, and there's not a lot of surface area that the wind will affect it, but it will make your flight maybe a little more unstable. Again, these are not going to be for everybody, but as a new pilot, if this is the first time you're going to be flying a drone, they can be beneficial. Now, another item here that you may want to consider is a set of landing gear. Basically, this just raises the drone up about half an inch off the ground. Sometimes just that little extra clearance can help you avoid grass and gravel and different debris that might be on the ground. It is extremely lightweight, but again, it will put the drone over 250 grams. Installation is quite simple. You pop it on. As you open up the landing gear, it clips down into that groove there, just like that there. They are held on there very securely, so you don't have to worry about them coming off during flight. And when you're ready to pack the drone away, they just fold down in there like that. Again, not for everybody, but definitely something you may want to consider. Now, another item you may want to consider here is a bike mount. And again, this isn't going to be for everybody, but if you're a person who likes to ride bikes, mountain bikes, dirt bikes, and you want to use the active tracking feature of your Mini 3, this just connects right to the bottom with these accessory ports. And as you can see, it gives us a traditional GoPro mount. The kit also comes with a handlebar mount that this connects to, and then is just held in securely with a thumb screw. So having your controller mounted on your handlebars will just make for a more convenient user experience. Now, the last item here is a hard case for the Mini 3 Pro. Now, a case like this is not for everybody. Most people tend to want to use backpacks. It's a little bit more convenient. But a case like this is going to give you superior protection. There are so many scenarios where a case like this would be beneficial. For example, if you're doing a road trip, you're loading luggage in the back of your car. It's not too hard to accidentally set something too heavy on top of your drone backpack, which could damage the drone inside. If the backpack gets knocked a little too hard or it's dropped from a great height, again, you can do some damage. But why I like them and why I tend to always have one for all my drones is that they're waterproof. And that can be very important if you're a person who likes to do canoe trips, or you do kayaking or a lot of water sport stuff, or if you just spend a lot of time at the beach, in and around water, on boats. Having a waterproof case can be very beneficial. It has a dual latch system, and as you can see, the interior has enough to hold everything that comes with the drone kit and the Fly More combo. There's a place for batteries, charging hub, the controller, accessories down the bottom, and of course the drone. You can actually store a total of 8 batteries in here. 3 in the charging hub, 2 here, 2 there, and of course 1 in the drone. These other slots here can also be used to hold cabling or spare propellers. So definitely something you may want to consider if you own the Mini 3 and you're going to be in and around water, or you just want some extra protection for your drone. Well folks, that's it. That's basically my list of accessories that you may want to consider for your DJI Mini 3 Pro. I want to thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you enjoyed it and found it had value, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. It's always greatly appreciated. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos, and we'll see you in the next one.